Webflow is an all-in-one website building platform that allows anyone to simply build a professional website with a unique visual building experience. Webflow is becoming a popular website builder due to its modern approach to web design, as well as providing affordable plans to businesses small and large looking to expand and scale without encountering design, traffic, or feature limitations. Hey team, Stewart here, welcome back, I hope you're all well. Now today I'll be sharing a Webflow tutorial for beginners. This is a brief introduction on how you can get started with Webflow to build your own professional website. And by the end of this video, you will be fully equipped with the information you need to make the decision if Webflow is the right website builder for your website requirements. Okay, so just quickly, before we launch into Webflow, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and that way you'll stay updated with actionable videos and tutorials designed to equip you with the skills, knowledge, and tools to grow your small business online. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with Webflow to build your website. Okay, so first if we head over to webflow.com, you'll arrive at Webflow's website. Now before we go ahead and get started, what we want to do is navigate up to resources and then come down and click pricing. Then if we navigate down the page, you can see site plans. Here we can see a basic plan, CMS, business and enterprise. Now if we navigate back up to the top, what we want to do is get started for free and navigate through our backend, and then you can upgrade to a paid plan. So to do that, let's go ahead and click get started, it's free. Now what we're going to do is quickly create an account, then meet you within Webflow. So go ahead, create your account and we'll meet you inside your Webflow account. And here we are within our Webflow dashboard. Now the first thing we want to do within our dashboard is select a pre-made template. Now as a beginner, it's better to choose a professionally designed template rather than building from scratch. Now if we navigate down the page, you can see free templates. These free templates give us a good starting point and a professional blueprint that we can customize the way that we like. So here what we can do is navigate up to view all to see all the free templates. However, what we're going to do is get started with one of these. Now we can also come down and preview each of these templates if we like before we decide on the template we want to use. What we're going to do is come down and click select to get started with this template. Then simply name your new website project and then come down and click create project. Give Webflow a moment to load, and this is where we can start designing and building our website pages from this template. Now it's important to note before we start customizing that Webflow is made up of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. However, what Webflow has done is package the front end code into a user-friendly and visual building interface. This means you do not need to play around with any complicated coding. Now Webflow pages are made up of boxes, and this is called the box model. Weebly uses the box model for creating website pages. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down the structure of Webflow pages. Firstly, your website pages are made up of sections, and then within those sections we have containers. So this is a container over here, and then within your container you have columns and then elements, and the elements are the building blocks to your website. Website elements could be anything from text elements to title elements, button elements, video, forms and images. So once you understand the box structure of Webflow, it's a lot easier to build out your website. Now to edit each of these elements, all you need to do is double click, and I can simply highlight and then type anything that I like. And then simply click out of the element to stop editing that specific element. Then again, if we wanted to edit any of these other elements, all I do is double click here, and I can change this bit of text here if I like by simply typing, or I can come down to these two buttons and again double click to simply change the text to what I like. Now on the right hand side we have style options. So every time we select one of these elements, the style options appear on the right hand side. For example, you can see that we have this button selected. What I can do is come down to spacing and I can change the margin or the padding. Think about the margin as the space around the button, and then the padding is the space within the button. For example, if I change the margin down below the button here, I can simply select 20, and that's going to create space below the button. Then if I click outside of the margin settings, I can do the same with the margin above. And I can come down and select 20 and then select out of these setting options, and you can see that creates space above the button. Then if we navigate down, we have some sizing options for the button. We also have the position, typography. I can come down and change the font, weight, size, color, and the alignment of this button that is currently selected. And I could do the same with this button by simply selecting this button or this text element up here. And you can see the style options on the right hand side for each of these elements that I select. Then if we want to add additional elements onto our website page, all we'll do is click add and then come down and simply select and drag any of these elements. For example, if I wanted to add a paragraph, all I'll do is click on the paragraph and simply drag and drop that block where I want it. So for example, if I wanted this paragraph element below my buttons, all I'll do is simply release, and that's going to add the paragraph element under those buttons. I can navigate over to color, and I'm going to change the font color to white, and then navigate back over to my page. Now, as you can see, this paragraph is the full length of this website page. So what I could do to tidy this up is add columns. For example, if I navigate back up to the plus to add elements and click here, I can come down and add a container. So if I click container and drag this below this paragraph here as a comparison, then if I navigate back up to add elements and then navigate back down to paragraphs again, if I click on this paragraph block element and then release this block element within the container, you can see that the structure is a lot better. I can also navigate back up to add element and then come down and select this button, and then I could drag this button within the container and below the paragraph. Then over here I have some options. For example, I could add an internal link that takes people to another page of this website, but I'm going to exit out of that for now. Then to delete an element, all you do is select the specific element, right click, and then come down and click delete. And that's going to delete that element. Now what I'm going to do is quickly go ahead and then change the color of this text to white, and I'm happy with that. Now we can also change the background of the section and the container. For example, if I click this container here and then navigate down to background, I can click background and change this to a color if I like, or if I click out of this, I can also add a gradient or an image. The same goes with the section background. What I can do is select the section and then simply come down to background, and you can see I have an image here. What I can do is simply delete the image if I like by selecting remove, and that's going to completely remove that background image. However, what I'm going to do is add another image by selecting plus and then navigating up to choose image. And I'm going to navigate over here and simply select this first image again. And I'm happy with that for now. So again, you can scroll down the page and select any of these elements, containers, or this section, and just select those blocks to start editing those blocks with the formatting options, the style options on the right hand side. And then to add additional elements, just simply head over to the left hand side and click add elements. Now if we come down to pages, this is where you can select your pages that you want to customize. For example, if I click contact page, that's going to take us to the contact page. Now if I navigate back over to pages, we can come up to create new page to create an additional page. So what we're going to do is navigate back to our home page. Then we can also preview and customize how our website will look across devices. For example, if I select this tablet icon, you can see what my website page will look like on tablet. Now if I liked, I could change some of these elements for tablet and mobile. For example, I could reduce the size of this title text by coming down to typography and selecting size and then typing in 40. And just like that, I've reduced the size of my title text on tablet. Now if we navigate up to mobile, we can do the same for mobile because that does not look too responsive. So come down and change the size. I'm going to change the size to 30. And I'm happy with that. Now if we head back to our tablet over here, you can see the sizing of our title text that we customized, that we changed. Then if we head over to desktop view, you can see that it's slightly larger. So you want to make sure each website page is responsive across different devices. Then once you've completed each website page, simply navigate up to preview up on the top left hand corner. And that's going to show you a preview of what your website's going to look like across devices. Then if we exit out of that, that is a brief overview of how you can get started with Webflow's Visual Builder. Then if we navigate over to the top left hand corner and click here, we can head back to our dashboard, click on project settings or editor. Now when your website is live, what you can do is click editor and you can simply edit your elements while your website is live. And to simply publish your website, simply navigate over to publish and then either select the free branded domain that you get with Webflow, or you can choose a custom domain. So if you already have a custom domain with a different provider, you can link that with Webflow, or you can purchase a custom domain through Webflow. What we're going to do is keep the free domain selected and then come down and click publish to selected domains. However, what we're going to do is unpublish this website because it's just a test website. And now what we want to do is head back to our dashboard by clicking the top left hand corner and then navigating over to dashboard. And under your dashboard, you can go ahead and create a new project if you like. If you're ready to go live with your website, you're ready to connect a custom domain, what you can do is navigate down to add site plan, or if you want to further customize your website, then just click open designer. What we're going to do is click add site plan. And this is where you'd go ahead and select the plan that works best based on your business and website requirements. Then you can also click on editor. And this is where you can collaborate on Webflow with your team. Simply add other people that you want to collaborate with on Webflow. And that is everything we wanted to cover in this beginner's overview. And that is it for this Webflow tutorial for beginners. You should now be able to identify if Webflow is the right website builder for creating your website. If you're still unsure, what I'll do is link a video guide up above that will take you through our top 7 website builders. You can check that out if you like. Now, if you have any questions, make sure to pop them down below. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to this channel, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.